How did that go for you? So, like, what kind of things are, kind of forcing you to have to adjust? Okay. Did you find yourself a good company? She okay? Like, did she hurt her back or anything? Well, I'm glad y'all got everything in and settled. Is your proximity comfortable to everything you do, and not your work, not just your work too, but if you get your nails done, your hair, whatever you do, your proximity to everything's still cool? Oh, awesome.
I work from home like 80%.
Mm-hmm. Well, that ain't terrible. Then you don't have to be tackling them, wrestling with them stairs every day. Although, I was finna say, that's not a bad thing to have to tackle stairs, because people be accidentally staying in shape because they forced to deal with stairs sometimes.
Yeah.
Well, I can't say when I realized that, but I'm just going to say it anyway. But when I realized that, it made me conscious to start taking, probably in my 30s, I started taking, not all the time now. If I don't feel like it, I won't. But when there's an option for elevators, escalators, or stairs, I try to opt for the stairs if it's something I can handle. But it was a couple of times I was like, nah, I should have took that doggone escalator. Do you remember what first nickname was?
No, because he never called him nothing, but I always called him my brother, so I don't know.
Creaky.
Oh, okay.
When we was dating, and when we first, I knew his name was Creaky.
Yeah, I can't sneak in the refrigerator. I can't sneak out the house. I can't sneak go nowhere, because you can definitely hear me coming.
Welcome. I know you don't want to join the club, and you're going to have to get jumped in.
Yeah.
You ain't got no choice at a certain age. We're going to jump you in.
Yeah.
Where were you before? Okay. Were you using a different address for that before, or? Okay. Okay. I heard of a lot of people doing that. I was just wondering.
Yeah.
Is this somebody that's still a friend of yours? How often y'all talk? I get it. I just was curious. Y'all still eating good and living large, dressing fine. How much you gain, you think? Do other people be in there, or is it you kind of had a place to yourself when you got? Because it's funny how people are doing like what they feel like is the healthy thing, but like when you live in a place that got a gym, them people don't be taking advantage of that.
Right.
I've done it. I've lived in a place that had a gym and didn't take advantage, but I've also lived in places that did have gym and took advantage of it. I moved to one of those places because my gym was in the basement of it.
Right.
Oh, you came to visit me then. When
Oh, that's when we was. That was the very first time. I'll never forget
the place that we went to go to the gym, where the gym was.
Yeah.
That's the building I moved to, so I didn't have to walk there no more.
Oh, okay. Because that was the very first time that I ever tasted caviar.
Okay.
So that is a memory. That's a core memory for me, for you, with you.
What
and whoever them Middle Eastern people was that did my hair.
Oh yeah. Where did you taste the caviar at? A restaurant or?
No, your apartment.
Oh, okay. They just salty. They just taste like salty beads.
Yeah.
But it's something, it's good. It's experience, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So.
Oh, just so you know, I haven't really made it public or anything, but.
Hey, when you get your dogs, did you have to are you adopting? Like.
Yeah.
Oh, so you don't even have to pay when you adopt?
If you catch them on the right weekend, no.
Wow. So do you have to fill out a whole anal probe ass survey and tell them everything about everything you do when you do that? How often do they check on you with the animals? So all your pets are chipped as well, right? Because they have to be, right, if you adopt them. Chipped.
Chips?
Yeah, with chips.
What does that mean?
Injected with chips.
Oh, yeah. All of them are chips.
Okay. Yeah. He's super cute. He's more of a lap cat than he was, too, but we miss him. But he's just as sweet as his big brother, and he's beautiful, just as beautiful. He was sick when y'all came.
Oh, okay.
He was sick. He had a whole shaved shoulder, if you remember.
Yeah. Well, you said that y'all had just took him to the vet or something like that.
Yeah, he just had surgery, so he was very sick when y'all came out. Except when was little, you know, he was fine then. But when y'all came out and got to meet him, he was very sick. He had his whole shoulder shaved, so that's why he couldn't stay out for long. I had to put him back in the basement. Yeah, this bad.
No, now if I can get another, okay, we can talk about it.
I know that's how his family is like. But everybody that's not cat people be liking our cats. Yeah. Because our cats don't be like regular people cats. As a thoroughbred, we can't afford no thoroughbred no more. So, but he looks like one, and the only thing that looks different is his eyes, and I like them better because I don't like them green because that's too common, or the piss colored eyes, them yellow. I call them piss colored eyes. But he got his eyes match his fur. He's so beautiful. This baby here. Everybody that say they don't like cats, they really be taken to our cats. Hey, baby. Glad to have him. Glad he didn't send us into bankruptcy. Of course, I imagine you'll always be concerned with her. And there's every reason in the world to be concerned about her. So just her weight is the only thing that has you concerned? How far away from you is she? What city she live in? What new job did she get? What's she doing? She like it? Vaccinations, right?
Is not vaccinated.
Oh, okay.
You know, she one of them anti-vax people. And I'm like, first of all, did you even research it? Because right now, all you're doing is just feeding into what everybody else says. But did you actually educate yourself before you made that decision? Because I respect people who actually look into it and say, you know what, this is not safe. I don't feel comfortable. I don't want to do it because of X, Y, Z. Right now, you're just saying, no, I don't want to do it because everybody else ain't doing it. And that's the wrong reason.
Yeah.
Like, at least understand what you're saying no to.
Right. That makes sense.
I'm not saying do it. I'm not saying don't do it. I'm just saying, please, just take your time.
That makes sense.
All right, y'all. Can we please put to bed this notion that there's a global conspiracy to conceal adverse effects from the COVID-19 vaccines? Because there's not. If anything that's shown is that claims made about adverse impacts from the COVID-19 vaccines are taken very seriously. The Trinidad and Tobago health minister came out and said that they thoroughly investigated this dumbass, patently absurd story. What did happen is motherfuckers be lying. Motherfuckers be lying about taking the vaccine. They be lying about what happened after they take the vaccine. And I know what some people are going to say, oh, you trust the government, you trust the government, you think the government is going to tell the truth. No, I don't trust the government. But you do realize that the vaccines are being administered amongst hundreds of countries, which are independently tracking the efficacy and side effects of the vaccines, and they're completely autonomous. So do I trust the government? No. But do I trust that it would be damn near impossible to collude after 5 billion doses have been administered? Yeah, I trust that. And if you don't, maybe something's wrong with your ass. You really that much of a conspiracy theorist crackpot. Here's the thing. Disinformation is dangerous, and you motherfuckers need to do better. At least sanity check shit. Now, I know the people who are so desperate to believe any kind of anti-vax information just cling to these dumbass, ridiculous stories, and maybe you just can't reason with those people. But don't make a fool out of yourself by sharing some of this shit. And if you do actually come across one of these stories, then tell that person to report it to their health authorities instead of tweeting about it on motherfucking Twitter.
Well, I hope she push through, and if she don't like it and it don't work out, I hope whatever she get next falls in line for her. Wow. Were you there, or like how do you know she went? And this is a world where you give people opportunity. Some people you give a second, third chance, but this ain't no repeated abusive situation. So childhood is a different animal in this era. So, and number one, you're not only on your own, even though you're not on your own. You're on your own. You are adult aged, and people are going to handle you as such. So, it's unfortunate when people haven't matured enough to be able to handle it, but and it's unfortunate because this ain't that world no more. This ain't a patient and lenient world anymore. Cause you still gotta pay the rent.
Exactly.
So,
and I feel so bad because I
wow. She said that while she was asking you to hook her up. Well, I know what she's gonna say, and she's right. The cost of living is different.
Because if I myself can do that.
Well, I don't know what they're doing. I don't know what they're doing, but they seem like it seemed like they would have a. So you said, but they paying their rent though, right? So what is it that you think that they should afford that they're not? Right. So what are you looking for them to be able to afford that they can't? That you're saying I don't know what they're doing wrong because I raised 2 kids on them. So what made you say that? Is what I'm. That's enough. I was trying to pinpoint where that was coming from. Was that coming from that they should have a computer? What? But if he's making that money and their rent is like that, and then her car should not be. And so how long has it been now that her car is still not fixed? Going on what? How many months? I thought she lost the car. So it's at the shop until she can afford to get it out? What do you think her problem is? And is that where you think the weight loss come from? You think it's heroin, crack? I was gonna ask if you ever saw her nod off or anything. No. Okay. So since I was just gonna ask, since you don't know and since you don't have experience with those things, I was just wondering what were the symptoms? What were the things that made you think that? Well, I stay praying for her, for all of y'all, and us. And it's hard to know which angle to come at when trying to help young people in those ways. What does she have summer plans for herself? Does she still have the same girlfriend she had when she was young, or she kind of moved through girlfriends, or don't matter how much you like or love somebody, the truth is the truth. And I know this is a nation that's been conditioned to reject or vilify the truth, but the truth is the truth.
Yeah.
That's why we can't tough love anybody anymore. And so when you can't tough love anybody, what happens? They go down the rabbit hole. Bye.
Yeah.
So, can't tell nobody nothing. And it's hard when somebody you love adopts that theology.
Yeah.
Because, you can't get through to them. Hard to get through to them.
Yeah.
That's good.
Yeah, so.
And so is that going to be for next year? Is school not about to be out? Okay. When did she get accepted? Okay. What's the name of the play?
I don't know.
Okay.
I'll give you all the information.
Okay. Are they rehearsing already or not yet? Yeah, sometimes until you see the final product. And I think that's the beauty of people with filmmaking and theater and stuff like that, because they see that resulting response from the audience. And I think a lot of them, that's what fuels them. So yeah, it ain't really for the audience to understand the process. The beauty is that we go through the process, and then the audience gets to enjoy the story, the final story. You know what I mean?
Right.
So I think that's probably why it shook you like that, because I think that I think it works like that with anything, because you get engulfed in the story, as you should. If the actors did their job, if the crew, not just the actors, if everybody did their job, you should get consumed in the story. But I think even if you're there with people that are in a part of it, if you're not involved, you see these bits and pieces, and so not until it's put together And really, sometimes not even in dress rehearsal. Sometimes not until the final thing is presented to the audience it was meant to be presented to. And it's like, dang, okay, y'all serious.
Yeah. Okay. So you really
Improv! Oh my God, that's a whole nother level. Okay, go ahead.
Oh.
Okay, that's good too, because it's too easy for people to, replicate people's art in that area.
Yeah.
But that's good. And plus, you want the audience to be submerged in the moment.
Yeah.
And even we will get distracted and want to record it because you want to see it later. But being consumed in the moment is becoming a quickly lost art.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Oh, good. I'm so proud of her. If you see something like online that looks like the dress that she loves so much, send it to me. Girl, yes, I do. But I hadn't talked to you in a minute, so I wanted to sit here and do it. That's why I kept thinking your phone was mine, because I'm like, hold on. Cause I done went 15 minutes past my 45.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
For what? This is a different, it's a flexible world. But yeah, if I didn't have that extra 15 minutes, you wouldn't have got it. I wouldn't have had the power. I wouldn't even had the power to give it to you.
All right, I love you.
I love you too, and I'll send y'all. He loves Daddy. Okay, I love you. Let me just. I feel like you know how to use these devices. Son. Hey. Sir. It's the ashtray. Sir? What are you doing? What are you doing right now? Where's your dad?